Golfer Greg Norman made quite a name for himself on the courts, and it looks like he's embracing the lifestyle of a retired professional golfer as best as he can. Living in a mansion worth millions of dollars, we've just gotten the chance to view the inside of the place, and we couldn't believe our eyes. Today, let's take a virtual tour inside Greg Norman's mega mansion. Starting off with some tea on the mega mansion. Greg Norman and his wife, Kiki, have downsized after 30 years of living in an 8.3-acre house in Florida. But the term downsizing may not be appropriate for the golf legend's recently acquired $12.2 million home, according to the records available for the public. Downsizing? Only Norman would call it that. His $55 million Jupiter, Florida mansion included a pool house, tennis court, beach house, and orchid house. The property had a total of 10 bedrooms, 12 bathrooms, with a lot that stretched from the intercoastal to the ocean on each side. But looks like the man was in for some change as he sold the house last year to Les Wexner, a wealthy and longtime acquaintance of Jeffrey Epstein. But what made them go for this huge property? The great white shark of golf had spent almost 15 years getting his previous house ready, which had a huge 32,000 square foot main home. But now, it looks like he's had enough of that place. And with that sort of investment just in making of a home, you can imagine how seriously he takes his real estate. Although he has previously discussed the possibility of returning to his homeland Australia, it looks like he will remain in his recently bought property in the exclusive Old Palm Golf Club area for the time being. So the question then arises, why would you ever get tired of a home that huge? But the duo has a reason behind the shift as well. According to the man himself, after 30 years of living in their old home, it was during COVID and the pandemic that they got the revelation to move. According to them, with so much isolation and social distancing, it was high time for them to reevaluate how and where they spend their time and money. From what we've heard so far, he also sold his ranch in Colorado last year for around $40 million. Now, let's look at what the mega mansion has to offer. As compared to his previous home, which he sold for $55.1 million around the same time, Norman's new property stands on 2 acres of ground and has a total of 11,800 square feet of living space. Damn, don't catch us drooling. So if you ever wonder what it felt like living in a mega mansion, let us walk you through it. From what we've seen so far, the house is no less than a 5-star luxury hotel, or maybe a tad more lavish. As soon as you step into the place, you get bombarded with tons and tons of amenities at every corner. An immense pool, a summer kitchen, a swim-up bar, cabanas and lounge spaces, a tennis court, a common room, a movie room, and a private guest house are just some of the features of this estate. The house, which has 6 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms, looks out over a golf course and a lake. Imagine having your own private golf course. The guy's literally living our dreams. And if that had you stunned, wait till you hear the rest of it. There's a butler's pantry and a wood-paneled office that complements the gourmet kitchen. Also, the previous owners were Joseph A. and Julie Lashinger, the former casino president and his wife. Wow, out of one pair of wealthy hands right into the lap of another. The place has been so famous for all of its luxurious elements that some even called the experience of living in it feeling of being in a hidden resort. Sign us up! And what Norman had to say about his new piece of heaven on earth. While he has on various occasions called their transition to the new place downsizing, he's still pretty happy with it. Now, obviously, who wouldn't be? When he was praised on the interior and the decor, like a lovely husband, the man gave all the credit to his wife for putting in the work to transform the place. It looks like the couple has put a lot of thought into their new home. When asked about the new place, Greg added how this new place was supposed to encompass all of his passions. The new mega mansion is built to be a combination of ranch life, modern life, and of course, golf with that humongous personal golf court. According to him, all the party and entertainment for the duo takes place in the huge living room, with cream-colored furniture and a window wall. Apparently, the interior decorator that worked on the house had worked on tons of famous hotels, from Zurich to Cairo and London. Well, he didn't even have to tell it to us. We could already see the lavishness dripping from every nook and cranny. Also, the part of the mansion that reminds Greg of his career. One would automatically assume that the huge court is what would remind him of his time on the court, but nope, there's something even more prestigious inside of the mansion that's like a tribute to his career. According to the golfer, it's a trophy room that often takes him on a nostalgic journey to the past. And believe us when we say that it truly was a wonder to behold. The room was filled with 45 years worth of trophies and accolades in all colors of gold and silver. And the most surprising part of all of this is that while the room is huge and filled with trophies and prizes of all sorts, he still wasn't able to pull them all out. Plus, there's another fancy addition in the trophy room, the statue of the man himself. Yep, you heard that right. He actually has a bronze 1.5 times size statue of his face and half of his torso. It was apparently a gift from his wife, and the process of the making of the statue sounds even more fascinating. From what he said, he was put in the cast with only his eyes and nostrils open for 40 minutes or so. Once it all dried up, the end result was a spectacular, lifelike statue of the golfer. Now, time for the inspiration behind the interior. From one end to the next, his entire home is filled with subtle tones of cream and brown, along with tons of huge spaces. When asked about it, he said that both the husband and the wife are huge fans of having space to breathe, the open kitchen being the biggest indicator of it. So, how did the wife get inspired by the interior decor of such a huge place? Greg added that while his wife has been the mastermind behind the project, the inspiration behind the place was the one that the two shared through their travels in Africa and Colorado, etc. Plus, throughout the house, there are different things sprinkled here and there that show glimpses of their loved ones, indicating a surfboard in the common area. Greg said how while his surfing days are over, it's something that his son currently enjoys, and hence is a part of his home. Finally, let's go through the grounds. Not just the indoors, but but the outdoors and the grounds of the properties are also stuff made up of our dreams. With some beautiful patio furniture, there's a stunning waterfall and a huge 14-foot deep pool, a jacuzzi, and a poolside bar as well. Even he knows what a wonder he has hidden in his backyard, as they've nicknamed their personal Shangri-La pool. Now, here's the part of the mansion that had our jaws on the floor. If you're stunned at the idea of the star having his own golf court or a bronze statue, how would you feel if we say he's got his own tennis court as well? Yep, he actually has one. And it's not just one that's for the show. In fact, Greg and his fam often jump on the court with their rackets. And now, here's our favorite part. Right in the middle of the pool, a little elevated over the water, is a huge canopy bed with a bouncy white mattress and fluffy pillows on both ends. The golf star even added that he and his wife like to lounge there in the afternoons while on their iPad or reading. And finally, if you wondered how Greg has managed to stay fit all these years, it's the indoor gym. According to him, it was designed by a pool guest, or like a bedroom, which they then decided to turn into this indoor gym with state-of-the-art equipment. We can already sense all the gym bros out there drooling. Also, before we leave, we'd like to highlight that he has a sleek and stunning yacht as well. It might not be a part of his mansion, but it's so huge and insane that it deserves the recognition. That's a wrap for this video. What do you think about Norman's mega mansion? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.
Perfect.